Okay. I see what they did. I see what they did. They done took all the reptilians from out these real business, stand up for business communities, you know what I'm saying, and brought them all to one. And they brought them to all these military little towns, you know what I'm saying, to place them around for experimentation. Because look, how you gonna have all these reptilians pouncing around these communities that really stand for business and really mean business to sit back here and mess up businesses? You see what I'm saying? If you got a real business community, not experimental community like where I'm at in Columbus, Georgia, and like I said, some of these other little, surrounding communities that's participating in this or whatever. But for this community for itself, they done invited. They gave a big invitation for all these reptilians to come here just so they could mess up the whole community. You know what I'm saying? And then they got all the retired military and all the current military. Like I said, they on foot. They doing the foot soldier work to defend, you know, the truth from going out there. They don't want the truth going out there, so they trying to defend it, you know what I'm saying, from being put out there to stalk and to be on foot, you know what I'm saying, to go where you go. So that's all they done did, you know what I mean? All these little reptilian little forming communities that was starting to form reptilians, these NPCs, these bots, they said, nah, you know what I'm saying, let's go ahead and just invite them to one whole, community. Well, let's invite them to one city, you know what I'm saying, for itself. One big military community, which is this one, to give them little mission objectives and give them little, little stuff to do so they can have a roof over their head, have a car to drive, and all that stuff. That's all they done did. Because, like I said, if you got a big community, a big standout city and stuff like Macon, Georgia, and all these other little places, you know what I'm saying, you're not going to have that many reptilians roaming around because if the community really stands for business, you don't think that it's not going to affect the business by having all these reptilians put in place at these jobs? That's why every single time I go to these places, man, you don't never see the same person working. Everybody's bouncing around because it's too much reptilians around. You see what I'm saying? People are seeing that, they witnessing that, they realizing that, and they quitting these jobs. And that's what they done did to these military surrounding areas. So like I said, since this community don't stand for business, it only stands for experimentation. That's the reason why you got all these people, you know what I'm saying, coming here and being invited to come here for experimentation, not for business, but for experimentation. You see what I'm saying? They trying to give these people the opportunity to work at these businesses, and they can't keep up. You see what I mean? They can't keep up, no doubt about it. They can't keep up at all. But like I said, go to a real good standout community that mean business, not experimentation now. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a difference between experimentation and business. That means real business. And tell me if you see that many reptilians roaming around. So for every community that targeted individuals are living in, you could just bet, but you could best believe like majority of the people that's there, a number of reptilians. That means that community stands for experimentation. It doesn't stand for business because how you gonna have, like I said, these non-coherent beings roaming around, placing them around, trying to give them an equal opportunity, and they constantly messing everything up in their path. They're destroying and destructing everything in their path. Then you got, like I said, people using excuses to my family members, they stay here, but they're escaping the fact that they done got ran out of their communities. So you got people being ran out of their communities that they was living in before. Now they done moved here for experimentation. Then you got the reptilians itself that's here, you know what I'm saying, based upon experimentation, to see how much reptilians babies, how many reptilian babies they could create to mess up the community. Oh boy. Oh boy. And they still make a line on TV, on the news, talking about, so these communities are places to retire at, these communities are places to live at and all that. No, not on the news. Somebody getting shot, somebody dying almost every day, every week. This ain't no business community. This is a reptilian community. This is an experimental community. People are running people are running away from the places that they was born and raised at, and they're coming here just to, you know what I'm saying, experiment with somebody else. They're not even coming here to live a better life. You see what I'm saying? They're not coming here to live a better life. They're coming here for experimentation. And all they could do is make friends with reptilians because the people that got a conscience that could think for themselves, they're not going to be their friends. Especially not me. I'm a critical thinker, so I'm not going to be their friend. So the only friends they're going to have is reptilians, low vibrational beings that don't know what's going on. They got to be shown and taught and all this stuff step by step. That sucks. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that person. And I'm talking about I'm flooded around a bunch of reptilians too. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And like I said, that's when it comes to the point that they got to use your mind and your eyes against you just to have something for them to do. You know what I mean? They hit the kill switch, flooded this community full of a bunch of reptilians. Thought that nobody wasn't gonna figure it out, find out, and now all the people that could see this stuff for what it is, they running around like, dang man, you know what I'm saying? What that happened? What that happened? Everybody trying to figure out what year did this happen to have all these reptilians roaming around these communities. We can't figure it out. We don't know if it's 2013, 12. We don't know because the damn show went before then. I can tell you that right now on everything. The damn show went before then. So between 2012, 13, that's when they just hit the switch and just brought all these reptilians and invited them to come to one, you know what I'm saying, one little community, one military experimental community, Fort Benning, Georgia, Columbus, Georgia. And for the people that targeted in their areas and their community, I'm pretty sure it's a military base somewhere close around. Fayetteville, North Carolina, all that. You know what I'm saying? Gang stalking simulation, where he stay at, all that. You see what I'm saying? And that's all they doing, just running experimentations on the conscious thinkers, and they got all the reptilians involved and all the foot soldier army troops involved, whether they're retired or not, and they're current serving to try to defend it and fight for their rights for this country. To basically show and prove, like I said, it ain't no freedom. So that sucks. You know what I'm saying? Jokes on y'all. But I'd rather be a person that could think on my own than be a reptilian. They got to come outside for 5 seconds to see somebody pull up and then go right back in the house to go run and look and hear what's the next mission objective is, to see what they seeing and what they thinking about to eat for dinner and for breakfast and stuff, and when they going to take a shower and stuff, for them to have to do the same. Oh boy. It sucks, man. I know it sucks for them, man. I know it sucks for them.